Now that we've identified the three first fundamental needs, and we've seen how they've created beliefs and patterns in our lives, we move to the fourth fundamental need, and that is belonging. Now, belonging can be defined by having strong feelings of closeness, by feeling a union with something or a connection. And at its most rudimentary word, it's love, feeling love. So how are some ways that we feel belonging? Well, we look to our families to feel like we belong. We look toward our tribe. Maybe we look toward our relationships, our partnerships, friendships. And even though feeling belonging seems like something that you would feel in relationship with another person, the core of belonging actually comes from deep within. When we forget that this core of belonging comes from within us, we can start to feel dependency on another person outside of us to give us that feeling of belonging. And this can cause problems in our lives. If we feel that the only way we can feel like we belong or have union is with another, we will create dependencies upon that relationship. This can show up through feeling emotional attachments, to feeling that someone else needs to give us something in order for us to feel happy, which can create manipulative behaviors. We can have this feeling that if we don't have that person, that we are lost, that somehow we don't have a purpose. And this can create all kinds of different sad feelings and loneliness. So how can we cultivate a feeling of belonging from within? There are lots of different methods, but I guess the first way would be to ask ourselves, what is it that we are wanting from another person? Really think about that for a moment. Are we wanting comfort? Are we wanting a feeling of home? Are we wanting stability? Are we wanting them to fulfill our identity for us? Once we can start to identify what we seek from another, we can ask ourselves, what would it take for me to give that to myself? Can I give that to myself? It's an interesting question to ask. If we can learn to give ourselves that which we seek from others, we will start to cultivate a feeling of self-love. We will start to feel safe and secure inside. And this will give us a sense of belonging, whether we are sitting alone, whether we are in a relationship, whether we're sitting with our family, or whether we're driving by ourselves. So we're going to break now and talk a little bit about some discovery questions that you can do to help you discover ways that you are seeking that feeling of belonging and ways that you can empower yourself to feel more self-love in your life.